up, we have the 3420, which is the channel of charisma. And it is a design where awareness must become deed. And gate 34 is power, and it's power of the great. And it's a sacral gate. And then gate 20 is the variation. So gate 20 is contemplation. It's the gate of the now, and it's a throat gate. And the 3420 is a classic manifesting generator channel. It's a drive to manifest guided by the sacral response. If somebody has this channel, they're an automatically manifesting generator. That's why it's the classic manifesting generator channel. And 3420, the energy of this, it's the warrior, which is represented by the manifester, surrendering to the Buddha, which is represented by the generator. And it's waiting to respond to external stimuli for charismatic power to be properly directed into the world.
And it's just so powerful. And the reason they call it charisma is not because it's charismatic. This thing is dead as a doornail as far as awareness goes. And it's so right now that it contemplates very nothing except what is right now. So it's not like this is the best conversationalist, right? It's like, hey, instead of right now every 10 seconds, how about we flesh it out for a little while, right?
Yeah, no, they're just in the moment.
That's in there is the thing. And so I love this warrior surrendering to the Buddha, because the warrior thinks it wants to go, and it does want to go in a way, but it absolutely must surrender, because this one channel will make some of the largest mistakes ever outside of its responsive nature, outside of its strategy and authority. Strategy and authority is probably more important to this cat than almost anyone else.
Oh yeah, because I mean, it's a powerhouse. I live with a 3420 manifesting generator, and I love him dearly, and he's a powerhouse. So like him, when he is around, like I can feel the intensity of his energy. It is just like beyond me, and like an overwhelming amount of energy, where I've learned that when he is leaving the house, I've learned to just be out of his way and like go to my room, go off to a side area and just like chill and lay down, because I could get so swept up in this, like I have to do something, I have to run around. It's such a brrr, especially amplified from the outside.
Right.
So yeah, 3420, like they're powerhouse beings, and it's so much power that is shooting out the throat. So back to what you're saying about like the strategy and authority of it, yeah, they definitely need to wait to respond to something, because that'll put them in line for doing something correctly. And Ra also said that every 3420 manifesting generator needs a projector. They need that special projector that they recognize in their life, and they invite to guide them in ways. And it's a beautiful thing when you find that relationship.
If I could even expand on that, what the 3420s need is to have multiple projector friends whose they themselves are also multiple friends with multiple other 3420s. So we're overlapping, you know what I mean? So one 3420 doesn't hog all the projectors, obviously. And it is true, because this guidance is so important. And the only way for this channel to really receive guidance is, it's probably not the only way, but it's one of the biggest ways, is that the projector aura penetrates it right now. There's no choice in that. Doesn't matter how busy it is now is busy and penetrate and seeped into its identity right in that moment. And when the projector aura focuses in and does that, and the question that's pouring out of them is, hey, who are you? The generator turns into, what am I doing here? What is the meaning of all this? Who am I? Hey, all this stuff. And it causes, that's why the projector guides this generative part of the species, right? Sometimes it's because you said stuff and partook in something consciously, but half the time it's just because we're running in and out of each other's aura all the time. So you're directing someone in line at a supermarket that you've never met before, and they don't know it, and you might not spot it in that moment. But I wanted to get back to this other thing. Why charisma?
Oh,
Why
they can be
charisma?
so charismatic.
What is it about it that you think makes charismaticness?
It's like knowing what to do or say in the moment. So like, as my example of my wonderful boyfriend, who is an amazing DJ, like his ability to respond in the moment to the crowd, to mixing something, to picking a new song, to you got to change the vibe, to da da da. Like he can be so tuned in so precisely in the now, and this power, and it's like gathering people together. There's this power of like the 3420, where it's like the power to gather people together in the now, and it is a sight to behold.
And And the thing that I've always noticed is, as it relates to the charisma, it's charismatic when power comes out right now. Oh, that person does that person just does. And what the other one looking at doesn't realize is, no, that's a generator. It just responds. It just happens to respond with what appears charismatically powerful, like right now. And so that is very charismatic. Of course, you take this 3420 and then put it with those people for a couple of hours, and then it's a little exhausting. But maybe, or plenty of things, that it's so never read the characteristic into the being as like, oh, that's who they are, because it's just not, they are who they are, not who you think they are. But at the same time, that's what's charismatic about it. They see something and they're moving into the room it's when they're doing it on purpose. Because on purpose is right now, I'm doing the thing, like when Ika does that, right?
Yeah.
When he's doing it's
When he's
on
DJing,
purpose, because he's on purpose there, and and it's like his charismatic. Oh, look, don't worry, he'll get it, because it's you just, oh, don't worry, he'll get it, he'll do the thing. People say that about me. I have 3420, unless I'm not in the mood and I'm not there, and it's not very powerful at all, nor charismatic, but it is part
but
of
when it's right.
integration.
Mhm.
Because 5734 says kill the beast, right now, this way, and because, for purpose, right? For purpose. Don't forget, this is the voice of 28. This leads to the voice for 28, and 28 affects the 57. It makes it turn towards it and get less, integration-y and selfish. So 5734 says we need to kill the beast, right? Survival right now. I can
Power of
smell it.
survival.
Power of survival. I can smell it. It's the right time. We're hungry. All the stuff. 3420 says I killed it. When? Right now. With what? Power. Like a lot of it. Dude, you're all cut up. I know. But I'm okay. I'll be okay. I survive. I survive. And 3420 survives. It just doesn't know how to die because there's always a new right now. Oh, I'm dying, but there's a new now. I'll just keep dying, for about 2 days, and then I'm fine because I
They're just
healed.
busy responding in the now, in
Busy
the now, in the now, in the
responding.
now, in the now,
Yes.
in the now.
So the 3420 killed it, and the 5734 said kill it. One was aware, the other was
Okay.
there.
So when we were talking about the previous slide, which is the 3457, that is the power of survival, and
Yep.
it's the spleen, and the spleen is an awareness center, so it can have an awareness. So the 3420, it has no awareness. It is just power in the now that is responding in the now to whatever it has to respond to in the now.
Towards your own survival as yourself first. 3420 is I. All this integration stuff says I. And it's supposed to. Oh, I want to go there. Oh no, I got to do this. Oh, I got to do. It's just because it's so right now. There's no one else there except I. Mostly, unless someone else is with you that's right on board at your pace in that moment.
So thank you for hanging out. Thank you, Danny, for this. Thank you to our audience. Perfect. And thank you for everyone watching live, everyone watching on the replay. Thank you for liking and subscribing and commenting. I love it. It makes me really, really happy, and it helps us a lot. We're still a wee witty bitty baby channel, but we're building it. So we're happy to have you here with us. So thank you for hanging out.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Bye.